Hello, hi everyone. Dragi moji šestaši, how are you? I hope you are all doing well. Today we will talk about how to tell a story. So this is what we are planning to do. You can open your books on page 118, and last time you did it on your own, the story about a sitting bull and a Sioux. First, let's put this story on page 118 in your book. Let's put it in the right order. So you can take your pencil and do it with me. So the story starts like this. At first, there was a peace between the Indians and the white men, but when the gold miners discovered gold, they entered the Sioux territory. This first paragraph starts with at first. Then, this is number 2, then there was the Battle of the Little Bighorn. The Sioux won. After that, the Sioux were free, but their happiness didn't last long because they had to travel to find food. The white people were afraid that the Indians might attack. Finally, the soldiers killed Sitting Bull, the Sioux chief, and moved into the Indian territory. The Indian way of life was gone forever. Okay, so when we tell a story, this is the story about the Sitting Bull in short. Ukratko je ova priča, ali kada prepričavamo priču, ove 4 početne riječi nam pomažu kada prepričavamo. Znači, imamo at first or just first za početak, u početku, then zatim, after that nakon toga, finally na kraju, na posljedku, možete dodati još later or in the end. To su počeci različitih odlomaka kako biste naglasili tijek priče. These words connect the ideas in the sentence. U rečenicama znamo koristiti and, but, so, and because. When you tell a story, you have to know it well. First, there's a story of Pocahontas. You probably have heard of her, or you have seen a Disney cartoon, or perhaps a film. She was a real person, but her life story was a little bit different from the one in the film. So we have here the story of Pocahontas. That's in just notes. Priča o njezinom životu je samo u bilješkama. You can practice telling the story by these notes. And there's also a story of Clementine. This is the story or the song about the Clementine. We'll go back to that later. There are some new irregular verbs. Još nekoliko novih nepravilnih glagola imamo ovdje koje moramo zapamtiti. To su fall, u prošlosti fell, pasti, hit, ostaje hit, swim, swam, plivati, wear, wore, nositi odjeću, and win, won. To nam je ovih 5 novih glagola. Story of Pocahontas is in your workbooks, pa ćemo je sada ondje pogledati. Znači, ove svi bilješke su stavljene u priču. So, you can open your workbook now on page 97. Telling a story. Pocahontas. We'll do it together. Zajedno ćemo to napraviti. Number 1. Pocahontas' father was an Indian chief, Powhatan, in Virginia, and her nickname, Pocahontas, means father's favorite. Powhatan once took a soldier, John Smith, as a prisoner. Pocahontas saved his life, and they became friends and made peace between the white men and the Indians. But John Smith returned to England, and the white general kidnapped Pocahontas. Another Englishman, John Rolfe, helped her. They fell in love and got married. The Indians and the general made peace again. After that, Pocahontas and her husband went to the UK, where she became very popular and met the king. But, like many other Indians, she got smallpox and died of it. The story of her life and love became very popular, and Disney production made a film. So Pocahontas was a very brave Indian chief's daughter. She helped one man, she saved his life, and she helped make peace between white men and the Indians. She also got married to another Englishman, and she moved to the UK, but she also met the king, but then in the UK she got smallpox. Obolila je od velikih boginja, kao i ostali Indijanci koji nisu imali imunitet na to. Ali je pamćena po svojoj hrabrosti i nešto je različita njezina priča u crtiću kojeg ste možda gledali. Now let's have a look at task F. Znači kako ove riječi poredati kako idu po redu kada prepričavamo priču. Naravno priča mora početi sa First I looked around and put the key in. Then I opened the door. After that I entered the room slowly. Finally I switched on the light. Okay? And we also have task G here to help us put these words in the right order. You can do it with me. Zajedno sa mnom radite sve ove zadatke. I was in the castle. At first everything seemed all right. I walked around and opened the door in front of me. Everything was quiet. Then I heard a noise. It came from the room on my left. I entered and saw a knife covered in blood. After that, I saw a shadow. It didn't move. I was scared and I just waited. Finally, I heard steps. It was the police. Ok? Znači, kada prepričavamo priču, ovim redoslijedom nam se pojavljuju riječi u njoj. Zašto je ovo sada sve bitno? Zato što ćete vi ove riječi morati koristiti u zadatku koji slijedi u vašem pričanju priče. So, let's revise. Da ponovimo. Telling me a story. Past simple in storytelling. Znači, kada prepričavamo priču, govorimo je uvijek u prošlosti. We use the past simple to tell stories from the past that are not related to present time. Sve priče i bajke počinju uglavnom sa Once upon a time, jednom davno, there was a good king who ruled for 40 years, na primjer. We use past simple to say that one action followed another. Kada prepričavamo, nižemo radnju jednu za drugom i tada koristimo prošlo vrijeme past simple. He opened the door, took off his coat and started crying. Ovo bi bila neka tužna priča. Znači, koristimo glagole uvijek u prošlosti. We use the following words and phrases in writing about the order of events in the past. Kako bi naglasili redoslijed događaja u prošlosti, koristimo ove riječi koje smo sada i koristili u radnoj bilježnici. Once upon a time, first, then, after that, finally, in the end. We don't have to use the past simple when we quote somebody's exact words. Kada citiramo nečije točne riječi, ne moramo koristiti past simple jer on nije rekao to u prošlosti. Na primjer, and then he said, I'll call you soon. Naravno, rekao je, nazvat ću te kasnije. Nije rekao, nazvao sam te kasnije, jel tako? Znači, kada citiramo nečije riječi, ne moramo koristiti past simple. Ali za sve ostalo koristimo. Idemo sada pogledati priču koju ćete vi dovršiti. Prvi dio je put the verbs in past simple to complete the following story. Once upon a time, there, glagol je live, u prošlosti, lived a cruel king. Nobody u prošlosti liked him because he took all the money through taxes. His people were poor and angry. When they came to the palace to complain, they were put into prison at once. One day, two brave friends made a plan. They went to the palace dressed up as king's servants. Soon they met the king himself and they stopped to greet him. Ostatak priče nemamo. Nadam se da razumijete priču. Znači, jednom davno živio je okrutni kralj. Nitko ga nije volio jer je uzimao novac od svih putem poreza. Njegovi ljudi, odnosno njegovo stanovništvo, je bilo siromašno i ljuto. Kada su došli u palaču se žaliti, odmah bi bili strpani u zatvor. Jednoga dana dva hrabra prijatelja su napravila plan. Otišli su u palaču, obučeni kao kraljevi sluge. Uskoro su se susreli sa kraljem i zaustavili se ga pozdraviti. Ostatak priče morate sami razmisliti i napisati. So, this is your task. Ovo je vaš zadatak. Finish the story using some new verbs in past simple. Dovršite priču koristeći glagole u prošlosti. Glagoli mogu biti ovi: get u prošlosti got, see odnosno saw, have je u prošlosti had, order ordered, run ran, catch caught i tako dalje. Bilo koji glagol, znači bilo koje što god smo učili, razmislite koji bi bio dovršetak ove priče. Napišite dovršetak priče. Da ovo radimo na nastavi, imali bi 10 do 15 minuta, međutim, normalno radite kući, pa možete dovršiti kroz koliko vremena vam je potrebno, ali napišite 40 do 50 riječi, znači ne mora biti ništa dugo, samo razmislite kako su se ova dva hrabra prijatelja, nakon što su pozdravila kralja, kako su oni nadmudrili njega, jesu li dobili to što su željeli, što su u biti željeli, jesu li se izborili da ljudima, da stanovništvu u kraljevstvu bude bolje, ili možda i nisu. Svoju priču ćete napisati, zatim je možete uslikati, a možete i natipkati u chatu ispod objave ovoga zadatka. Voljela bih da svoje priče napišete i objavite javno, da svi u razredu vide, pa ćemo onda vote for the best story. Možemo i glasati za najbolju priču, glasati recimo putem broja lajkova koliko koja priča dobije. U redu? Vratit ćemo se još jednom na kako je izgledala priča, pročitajte je i probajte dovršiti, znači 40 do 50 riječi još dopišite. U redu? Nadam se da će vam biti sve jasno. Pročitajte, razmislite, smislite kraj, napišite sve u prošlosti i podijelite sa svima da se svi zabavimo. To je zadatak za danas. Thank you. Bye bye.